Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever 2, the UK modded series. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video, and we start this video not quite after what I left off with in the last video, because despite the fact that I built this last time out, I have made some adjustments. So off camera, I was not pleased with the design of the slip, I suppose. Is that what you'd call it? The slip, the railway that came in, the points and the junction and the approach into this station. I was not happy with the way that was designed, and I did mention that in the video as well. So I've gone about redesigning it. This is a much better solution, I think, and in order for me to accommodate all of this, the way I've done it is I have had to push the goods station about 50 meters closer to the depot, which is still perfectly all right, but that has allowed me to accommodate all of this new, I suppose, the new junction, the new approach, which really does look a lot better. So that is how this is probably going to remain. In today's video, as the title suggests, I'm going to put this to the test. Can Transport Fever 2 work with a realistic freight setup? If I have a realistic marshalling yard, I have a realistic goods yard, and I will put some realistic trucks and whatever in the area to transport things. Will Transport Fever 2 work in this manner? Now, I already know that it doesn't seem to do work in this manner with the passenger services, not quite anyway. The express services, for example, are always not very popular for some bizarre reason, but despite that, people will catch a train all the way from Berwick-upon-Tweed to Bracknell, for example, but take the stopping service. I'm going to put it down to the fares are too high for the express service. That is the only thing I can say, even though this isn't true. But yes, that is why I want to answer this question. So this is the plan for today's video. Make sure you stay tuned, and whilst this is all going on, I will also be trying to expand the city. I'll start with Ely, expand it a little bit to maybe see what happens if I knock out a couple of these farms and add some roads in. Will it start building up industry? Because we have got to a point in Transport Fever 2 where the cities are going to rapidly expand. So make sure you stay tuned. Let's get started and let's see what this particular episode brings. Okay, first thing I need to do is get a train. Did I put the train here? Yes, I have created a train. I'm not sure if this is... I think this should work. I'm just going to double check something. And that is going to be... I'm going to pin that. I've just realised... What if I've picked something that isn't fast enough? So I have 5 plank open wagons, so that's the GWR ones, which is this one. Oh, it's not, it's this one. 60, that is fine, those are definitely 60. V6 goods wagon 1904. Do I see that? No, apparently not. Where are they? Come on. That's a V10. Oh, there's a V10 variant. Could do that. There's also a 7 plank open wagon. It's probably under one of these then. That's generic. No idea. I'm going to assume that that is fine. Those should be fine. 2F open wagon. That just looks like a standard generic wagon. Yes, here we go. 2F open wagon. That is 60 as well. Right, so this is the train that I'm going to set up on... Have I set up the line? I have set up the line. So, Ely goods. So, out comes this train. Oh, it sounds lovely. Great Western engine with a whistle. And I'm just going to... Naturally, we have to find a location for a picture. Screenshots must be taken somewhere. So I'm just going to... Ooh, what's going on here? I'm going to have to check out what has happened there. This looks good enough. Yes, that looks good enough. As a potential screenshot, thumbnail, not a potential screenshot, it is a screenshot as a potential thumbnail. Now, that is that side done. I just need to check to ensure that... see, this is something I do not want happening. I would much rather that it peels off onto this side and then slips in through there. There we go. That is much better. So we'll just try to stay out of the way of all express services and get on with it. Stays along the side and then it will come in here and over to there. Good. Next up, I believe I have a train ready in one of these too. There it is. Train 93. I'm going to set this onto my coal route. There we are. Now I should probably ensure that... In fact, I'm just going to select all. How do I select all? Can I not select everything? Please tell me I can select everything. Apparently not. I just want to make sure that every single one of these trains have a high level of maintenance. MARA. What was MARA supposed to be? West Mersey. What did I... Oh, that was the marshalling yard one. That was it. Yes. Let's select all of these. Running costs, very high. That will do. These are just the depots. Nothing I need to worry about there. So this is going to be the large one. I do think some signalling would be a good idea here. So I'm going to add a signal just here. Because I think, actually, no, it should be on... Oh, where should it be? I may end up in a block if I'm not careful. Right, I'm going to have to be wary of that. Similarly, I do need a signal just about here. Yes, just there will do nicely. I have to be concerned of a block there at some point. Traffic signals all the way along here should be alright. Now if I do bring up this particular line, you'll see that it goes through the centre, follows the other coal train line, so that is good, and then peels off into this direction and apparently becomes single track here. Could I somehow... No, that is going to be very tight. I'm not sure a train will be able to... I say that, it has to make that one too. If I do that, and then bring up the one that I can see again. There we go. Okay, well that is a little better. It keeps this whole 2-track system running. And I think another issue I need to perhaps look through is going to be ensuring that this is long enough. Which it is not. It is nowhere near long enough. Okay, so this signal that is right here could cause me chaos. I'm going to have to be very, very careful about that particular signal. Maybe I could extend. Okay, potentially, if I extended this over and let this peel out into this direction, there wouldn't be any problems. I could even have a fairly long... Right, I'm not going to worry about that just yet. This is the track, and this is just going to be a matter of proof. Will it or will it not work? Has that train left yet? It has not. In fact, at the moment, I've got both the trains. Well, that is nice, isn't it? I have both the trains currently in the yard. Perhaps if I take a screenshot from, say, an angle, some sort of angle like that, might look a little bit interesting, little bit intriguing, maybe. No idea. Well, I now need to fast forward that. The reason being is I do not want to be waiting here for an hour to prove whether or not this works. Now, in the meantime, whilst I'm fast forwarding, what I need to do is start building some roads. So just some standard roads, please. Yes, with letterboxes, that will be lovely. And I'll break some of this. This will do. And I suppose all of this can now be broken if I intend to build through this entire area, which I am going to do. I'm also going to leave this running in 19... which road is this supposed to be? Not entirely sure. I'm going to replace it with this road just for now. I'm going to leave this running in 1911, might bring it up to 1912. The reason being, for a little while, reason being is I want to have all the good stations up and running before I go to the 1920s. That is the plan. So if I can do that, that would be excellent. Let's do this, and then... So what I'm doing right now is I'm just building effectively the new... This is the new section. So why did that not work? There we are. And I suppose all the way up to this should now be that. So that is all of that done. Now what I need to do is add in the rest of these. There we go. The buildings are beginning. I should probably look at immediately locking these though. Have to be very, very careful. See, all of these now need to be locked as well because of where I am. The proximity to the town means that these ones will need to be locked. That should be good enough. And I'm wondering whether or not to break this. Oh look, you're back. You come back with nothing, which is understandable. Right, back to building streets. So what I could do is just build a couple of streets like this, and then feed them in exactly like that. Although I think these ones, what I'm going to try and do is make a little block like so, followed by something that starts like this and or tries to start at a 90 degree. There we go. Starts at 90 degrees and then just turns ever so slightly to match that. You can join up there. You, I suppose, will go there without joining up. And we have a little block. Good. Bring this in to here. And I think it will be better for me to connect this out that way. Like so. And then like so. That looks reasonable. Next up, lock every road. So top tip for anybody who wants to be trying to build realistic towns and cities, just lock the roads. Lock every single road. All of these, see, I have not locked these and we have reached this area. And as such, things are now going to get out of hand. And similarly, I think all of this needs to now be locked. So, whilst I'm doing all of this, we should be starting to pick up some coal. If this is working the way it is supposed to. If it is not, then we are not picking up coal. And I will find out in the next few minutes, and the answer to this video will be, it doesn't work. You cannot do it. But I am somewhat tentatively positive about this. There we go. Okay. Next, what I need to do is probably set up a route between here and... there's nothing in here. Okay. Where are... Not that. Where does the cargo need to go? All of this area. We have mail. I still have no idea how to transport the mail. I just cannot figure this out. How do you transport mail to... Do I need a special... Do I need post vans? To transport to a railway station? I have no idea. So this is where a lot of the commercial and industrial bits are. So let me go ahead and stick a cargo stop. 6 meters will do. Let's stick it down this side street. Yes. How much does that cover? Quite a significant amount. Okay. That is good for a start. Grab this line again, manage the line, add a station, add that. Back and forth we go. And I will colour that purple. I think all of the mixed goods lines will be purple. Seems like a reasonable colour. FRRD Early goods. There we are. Ely Road Depot. Let's go ahead and pick Well, that's just a coal merchant lorry. That does nothing but coal. Let's see what else I can pick. My steam locomotives are always useful. Just a bit noisy. So I'll pick, let's just pick 7 of those. Can I colour them? I thought I could colour them. Oh no, I have to, this is how I do it. This is, there we go, right. And you are on that road. So, possibly that will now give me the pickup that I need. So, yes, we brought back nothing. Interesting. Is that because there was no need for this to make fuel? And now there is. That could potentially be... That could potentially be the reason. In the meantime, I'm also judging how steam trains are interfering with the rest of the traffic. So this is now a mixed goods traffic line, as opposed to just a passenger line, which is something that could be a problem. Let's go have a look now. Ah, there we go. 120. Okay, we're losing. Okay, so what I'm learning here is that this is extremely overcrowded. However, I do know that I can potentially, it may not work, but I can potentially, not passenger. Oh, well, I mean, that isn't exactly going to be helpful. I forgot about these cattle pens. Something I need to add to. Right. Is there anything that will help increase the storage? Potentially? I don't know whether that is going to help. That's just made a mess of things, though. I'm not sure that was useful. Invisible building. Provides capacity for... Right. Let's try this, shall we? That way, this does not get piled up. Cheating? Maybe. I'll leave that for you to decide. Now, whilst that is all happening, oh, it looks like everything has started kicking off quite significantly, and you are a total mess. How and why have you done this? Go away, go away, go away, and in fact, I'm actually going to now delete that. So it appears that even all of this now wants to... What is that? How did that build that there? Okay, it appears that there are more streets that the AI now are trying to build upon. So clearly, Berwick upon Tweed is now expanding very rapidly. So I need to be wary of that. But that is not what I was supposed to do. What I'm looking for is... There it is. Okay, it doesn't appear to be getting in the way of anything. It may end up getting in the way of this train. Hang on. 2 signals behind. That has just passed that one. still 2 signals behind. So this viaduct is going to be redone, just not just yet. Or just not yet. But it is in the works. West Mersey has expanded rapidly too. Ah, yes, one idea that I had. Since I have this old area here, if I were to measure this, it measures up to be 260 meters, roughly 300 feet. I could repurpose this area to become a goods yard. I think I could do it. It might be a little bit tricky, but I do think I can turn this into a goods yard. And it would make sense. And the reason it would make sense is I would not want goods coming in from this side. Everything, all the goods should be coming out of this marshalling yard and then into this station. So the only freight that should be going through here should be the large 600 meter trains when they get there, or 700 meter trains, whichever I was picking. Those are the only trains that should be going through the station aside from passenger traffic. And keeping a goods yard on this side of the station means that there is one less station to go through, one less bit of traffic to deal with, or traffic to cause. Similarly, I know that Ely is on this side, and the only reason for that was because I already had the infrastructure here. Else I could have probably made the station here, or something like that. What I'm thinking for Macclesfield, now Macclesfield is a little bit more difficult because we have this embankment, so it may be the case that I have to go through the station, in which case once I'm through the station, the perfect place for a goods yard is right here. Going over to Carnforth, the perfect place for a goods yard is actually right here. Right here or right... What's has happened here? Something. This is what I have to keep being careful of. There we go. So right here, or right here, is probably the best spot for a goods yard, keeping it away from Carnforth. Then, of course, we will have to go through, and for Bracknell, I already have this one. This isn't a proper goods yard, but I'm sure I can turn this into a proper goods yard. And the way I would have to do it is, well, this line will start being used again, and I'll just have it crossing over here and then lifting up out that way, and that should be suitable for a goods yard. It is not going to look too bad. I could, if I really wanted to, instead of having the goods yard there, I could move the goods yard closer and have it here instead. So on the site of the old station, have the goods yard. In a way, it reminds me of a mini King's Cross St Pancras, where there used to be, so you had the main station here, or King's Cross here, St Pancras here, and then a goods yard right there. So in a way, that does remind me of that, and I might be looking at doing that. Then I can shut this one down, move this all over, and then also we have the depots. The depots will be in their correct spots. This bit of railway can be demolished, so because that would be completely unnecessary, we have this bit, so it also neatens it up and keeps everything quite tidy. That is the plan for Bracknell, should I remember. Attleborough will also be fed by this. It is a small station, so what I am thinking is, though there isn't the space for this, I have an option of moving this particular bus stop to the opposite side of the road and then just making a cargo platform. and just saying, well, that is it for this particular town. That will be it. Nothing fancier than that. Potentially, Barnstable will be harder because Barnstable is an elevated station. So to get cargo somewhere, what I'm thinking is we peel off the embankment here and then work our way down and have the station over here. Alternatively, and this might be viable, is we have, instead of using this marshalling yard, we somehow ferry goods via boat. That is the other option. So if I ferry the goods via boat, it might also work. But the train station, the goods yard option, is just here. That is where the option is going to be. Or, alternatively, I could bring it around this side and have it just here. But I think this is the better spot for it. For West Bromwich, station is there. We have a set of depots here. What I am thinking is I just peel it off just here and just have literally after this just here and just put it in there. But I have to consider, am I going to expand this station? Because if I am, that is going to cause problems. So my other option would be to bring it up here, but that is going to require rework of this. Or I peel it off, break this road, peel it off and give it a little bit more space. So those are the options for this area, and all of these towns, including West Mersey, are all going to be serviced by this one marshalling yard. Then I've got to consider Lichfield, which will also be serviced by that one marshalling yard. Lichfield is actually a fairly easy one. All I need to do is build it right here. This is where I'm thinking of building it. Fairly simple, just bring it out here. Before Lichfield gets a little too large, bring it out here, build a yard, job done. Keeps it out of the way of the passenger station, and if I expand the passenger station up to here, it does look a little bit more realistic. And also New Romney. Now I'm not sure whether New Romney should be serviced by this marshalling yard or another marshalling yard down here. I'm thinking another marshalling yard down here should be the service for New Romney. So for now it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 towns are going to be serviced by this one marshalling yard. In fact, no, 10. We'll do Bentham as well. See if we can get that in. So 10 by that one marshalling yard. Then we shall have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 remaining. So the question is do I have 2 more marshalling yards? One up here near Downham Market, and that can handle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, maybe 8, maybe Maryport as well. And then another marshalling yard that handles Bridgnorth, Batley, Stratford, Chagford, Shepshed, Sudbury, Kingsbridge and Taunton. I think that might be the better option, and that marshalling yard probably needs to be somewhere around here. So it looks like 3 marshalling yards are going to be used throughout. At most 3. Potentially I want to see if I can get away with 2. That is what I want to try. Okay, this is working. 251. Right. That is a lot more than I thought. That is a lot more than I thought. Where is that? Where is that train? Did you drop anything off? What can you carry exactly? I've just realised that this may not be able to carry everything that I want it to carry. So now I'm going to check this. Manage vehicle. Edit vehicle. What can these carry? Five plank wagon. They can carry coal. Or was that an S? No. Open wagon. Yep. They can carry coal. Let's see. By the way, wagon is spelt correctly. Some people may look at this and think wagon is not spelt correctly. It is. This is how we spell wagon in English. In English? In England. English, yes. Oh, traffic. Uh-oh. What are you... Okay. I need to be concerned about that. The goods wagon. V1, wherever it is. No idea. There it is. Probably here somewhere. These cannot carry coal. Got it. Makes sense. The state cars are not going to be able to carry coal. That much is for certain. And then these at the back, 2F open wagons, which were the generic ones. 2F open wagon. Hang on, cannot carry coal. Why can you not carry coal? Okay. Right, I'm going to change you out for hopper wagons. I thought you could carry... Oh dear. Edit. I thought you could carry coal. Apparently not. Let's do 4 of those then. There we are. Okay. Maybe that will fix some problems or any problems. 249 waiting. I think this is working. I do think that this is working. And if that is the case, then what I need to do next is immediately start getting another goods yard up somewhere. I think the next one to do will have to be Macclesfield. If I can get Macclesfield up as well. Oh, but hang on. Macclesfield does not have a gasworks. So I'd have to build some gasworks in Macclesfield so that it can convert its coal to fuel. That would make sense. Yes, that would make perfect sense. I think that has just shown that this can work. I'm not sure if it is going to work quite as well as it scales up, but certainly at this scale, it does work. So it transfers from way out here. So we have our coal plant or our coal mine here. Transfers up to this location, where there is now 440 coal waiting. Gets picked up from here, travels all the way along this, which is not a small... This is not a small amount. And then drops this off here. Over here, it gets picked up by this train, which will then go ahead and transport it to Ely. And in Ely, it converts it to fuel, which then will get dropped off here, which will then be taken by... Right. How have all of you managed to do this? unfortunately there has been a mishap. And I know what the mishap is. So I'm going to build this all over again, and hopefully this doesn't mess everything up. The mishap is, for some reason, it does this every now and then. It forgets that this is left-hand traffic. Okay, buy those vehicles again, quickly now. 7 of them? Get them painted and on their way. Now, please be on the right side of the road. There we go. That wasn't so difficult now, was it? Okay. You are carrying your 49... Only 49, which isn't great. Come on. Oh. Why can I not click on this train? There we go. Yes, 49 is not great, but the idea is this is a mixed goods train. So when there are other goods to supply to the town, this will be able to pick those up too. How tight is that? It's doable. Certainly doable. Oh, that blasted noise. I will eventually get rid of those. Right. Come on. Quickly now. Quickly now. Autosave, that is telling me it is time to end this video. But I think that this has proved what I wanted to experiment with. So that is really good. And in the next video, I will be expanding the goods network immediately. Because if it works for 1, I want to make sure it works for 9. Yes, 9. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to click on the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series. Some videos I do a lot of building. Other videos like this one, it's more of just checking to make sure, seeing how things are running. But progress is always being made. If you can do so, please do consider supporting me on Patreon. Link in the description box below, as are links to my social media and Discord server. There we go. Proof it is working. Are you lot not able to carry these? Really? No, you can. That is all from me, and I shall see you next time in Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series, where... Hello, that's a pretty nice picture. I think that's even better thumbnail. If only the shadows were crisp. There we go. Yes, join me next time in Transports Fever 2, where I shall be, as I said, expanding the goods network, going to see if I can get Macclesfield up and running, and then I have an idea to ensure that this does always work. And I'm not sure if this is going to be the greatest of ideas, but I think it will fix the problem I have with the passenger express route, and I can only do it because this is a freight line. So make sure you stay tuned for that. I'll see you next time.